Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. If you would have told me at the start of FC25 that I would have had to wait, we would have had to wait until a random Tuesday in June to finally get exchange SBCs, I would have not believed you. But here we are. Out of nowhere, EA have dropped the SBCs we've been waiting all year for. Guys, exchanges are back. They're called squad shifters now inside of the shapeshifters promo, and they're not exactly like they were last year in FC24. They are different. There's a lot of positives and negatives to the way they're doing this now, and they're only out for a couple of days, but we do have to talk about the best grind possible and the best way to open a lot of these packs. It's almost infinitely repeatable, but it takes a little bit of effort. We're going to talk about that today and look forward to some leaks for today's content on Wednesday and a little bit of market conversation as well, because fodder went down. We talked about that yesterday, and with those shapeshifters, squad shifters being out, they are up big time. Let's talk about it, guys. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Now, before we get into all the conversation with the exchanges and the SBCs, let's take a look at all the content that dropped yesterday on a Tuesday. First, with our leaked Evo that we were looking forward to, the Park the Striker to center back evolution. Guys, this actually turned out pretty nice. The leaks were saying that it wasn't going to be good. I think it actually did turn out pretty good because you can take a max 92 striker and either make them really good defensively and physically. Like, I know some people putting in 92 rated Suns like this and getting a Sun striker card that's got really good defense and physical stats could make them very overpowered in game. But a lot of people are taking strikers that would play very good at center back and giving them the very good boost that this gives. You get every single defensive playstyle, including Bruiser, Anticipate, and Jockey Plus from this Evo. Great stat boost, up to 94 defense and about 93 or 94 physical. You go above 90 pace with this as well to 92. Like this Marcus Thuram card, one of the most memorable SBCs from the early part of the year, becomes a really good center back with this Evo. It's a true shapeshifter Evo. And guys, some of the chains that are being created from this are mental. This is the Evo that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to finally do a Kyle Hudlin Evo. He fits perfectly into this. 6'9". A lot of people have evolved him as a striker to use him there in game. What about center back? Here we go. 4 playstyle pluses I'm going to put into this card. A bronze card from all the way to 60 rated to 94 rated for 325,000 coins. This isn't even the best version of him, but he's very popular right now for some Evos because of all the chains you can do. But there's so many chains out there. Take some time, try to find the card that maybe from your club or maybe through a chain would be good on this one. Veghorst is one that a lot of people, if they have it in the club, are putting into it. One last thing to mention as well is all you need is the striker position and those stat requirements. If you have a midfielder who you need some defensive boosts on, you could actually put a midfielder into this Evo. Give them the striker position and then put them in this Evo to get the playstyle pluses and the stat boost there. That's one other way to think about it as well. Again, those season pass, playstyle plus, and position change Evos coming in clutch so many times during Shapeshifters so far. Now, let's go to the SBCs where most of the hype was. Firstly, the Nemanja Vidic SBC, we knew he was going to be coming and we knew what the card looked like, and it is true, his dribbling and his playstyles are the problem with this SBC, which is actually unfortunate because Vidic is so meta in-game. His Winter Wildcards icon card has been evoed by so many people because he was so good then. He's just got kind of that meta center back build in game, but this card as a CDM just needed some better stats in the dribbling area of the card and maybe a couple different playstyle changes, and it would have been a decent SBC. The price itself as well doesn't help. He's 8 squads and he's 300,000 coins. With the David Beckham SBC that's already out, if you're wanting to do an SBC player from the icon section, Beckham is the guy. Robin Van Persie is the guy for an attacker, and Vidic is just not that guy. Let's be completely honest. Unless you really want to just put him in the club and use a unique Vidic card, personally don't think that one is worth it. I won't be completing his SBC. Now, to the upgrade packs where things get good. Firstly, we didn't have a TOTS trade-in yesterday. We had a TOTS and Shapeshifters Team 1 upgrade. So instead of the TOTS trade-in, they're giving us kind of the TOTS / Shapeshifter guarantee pack here. Is it 85 rated squad with a team of the season requirement inside of it? I'm actually a fan of this. I have no problem with that. I'd rather have a chance at shapeshifter cards that are impacts right now than just have a team of the season upgrade pack. But that does make me wonder, are they going to start requiring team of the seasons more often in other SBCs? Because we don't have a lot of team of the season requirements right now, and TOTS prices on the market are just kind of starting to slide. Like the fodder TOTS cards, they were up at 22 to 23K. Now they're like 19,000 coins because EA just keeps requiring specific ratings of fodder and less of the team of the season cards. So that is there. I thought I would mention that. And we're crafting a lot of team of the weeks, so we don't need as many team of the seasons. That's a part of that price movement as well. But speaking of team of the weeks, we have the 85 times 5 combo. I'm a fan of this upgrade pack. This replaces the 84 times 7. I believe it is also an 84 rated squad or 85 rated squad with a team of the week or a team of the season, something along those lines. It's very easy to get done. Of course, as we're going to talk about with the grind that is there, this is a perfect place to be putting in your 84s and 5s that you may have in your club and team of the weeks that we're going to be crafting as well. I had 2 shapeshifters from the 4 packs of these that we could do yesterday. That is a must complete SBC each and every day. Now, the biggest news is, of course, the exchanges, which EA renamed, since we're in shapeshifters, to the Squad Shifter SBCs. Now, where to begin with this whole conversation? First of all, these are bigger exchanges than what we had in the past. Bigger packs, but with that, one of the negatives here, more requirements. Again, we all remember last year turning in one 89 rated card to get 51 gold players, some of them common, some of them rare. We have a bigger pack here now, but you need to turn in 4. Each of the 89 down to 85 rateds for these Squad Shifter SBCs, you have to turn in 4 of each rating. But again, you do get the better packs. And that's really what I think people don't like about these, is that our expectations were set on these exchange SBCs being exactly like last year, because that's what we knew and loved. And we had the leaks yesterday. Foot Police was posting bombazos on Twitter saying, shapeshifter, exchanges are incoming. This is going to be insane. And all of our expectations were exactly the same as last year. And EA did something different. I think it's got positive and negative things to it. One of the negative things is you can't do 89 rated or above. This is actually probably the biggest problem with these exchanges. It is exactly 89 overall for this SBC right here. That means I've got 90 KDB in my club. I've got some 90 rated special cards in my club that I would love to turn in for this 50 players pack, which includes an 84 times 10. These packs, by the way, are pretty good. You get 35 rare golds, an 84 times 10, and 15 common golds from this 89 overall Squad Shifter exchange pack. That's a big pack, but only 89s is a bit of a negative thing. Only 88s, 87s, 86s, and 85s I'm okay with, but that one specifically is a bit of a problem. Now, with these Squad Shifters being out, let's look at this really quick because it's just so insane. Fodder prices. We're going to talk about the grinding and how to get a lot of those packs open in the most efficient way in just a second. But remember yesterday when 89s were 3,000 to 4,000 coins? They're now 12K besides Odegaard and Hegerberg, which this is insane. Look at the state of this price. 6,000 coins for Hegerberg. And all the other 89s are 13, 12,000 coins. That's crazy that Hegerberg and Odegaard have so much pack weight compared to those. It's insane. But that is a crazy rise in price because people are going and buying those to complete the 89 overall shapeshifter Squad Shifter SBC, because this one is the best in terms of what you get back from it from all of these. So GG's if you had some fodder and you held on to it and sold it, because those cards are up big, but 86s are down, 88s are starting to go down, 87s are even starting to go down a little bit as well. And I think there is a best value of these exchange packs. I really think that there is. Let's talk about this grind. We'll talk a little bit more about if these are good or bad in a second, but the best way to do this, which I'll say this to start off, it is not infinitely repeatable like you would normally think of exchanges, because you need 4 of each one, but I think it is better than the 82 times 20 grind that we had. I really do, because the upgrade packs that we have out right now and the 83 plus player picks and the chances that these give you, since the packs are so much better, to get so much fodder to rinse it into other things. So here's how I'm doing these. Anytime I get 4 85s all the way up to 89s, I'm going into one of these and I'm doing an exchange. Like right now, I've got 3 88s, so I'm short one there. I got 3 87s, I got 3 86s. So I need to go do some player picks, all right? Because if I do player picks, then maybe I can hit an 86, 85, 86, or 87, and I can do one of these exchanges and get myself some golds, and maybe if I get lucky, a walkout to then hopefully put into another exchange. So anytime you have 4 of any of these 5 ratings, you can do an exchange pack and get yourself a whole bunch of cards. Now, you're going to have a ton of leftover 82 to 84s after opening those. Where do those go? The team of the week upgrade. This is the difference, guys. We figured this out yesterday on stream. If you want to continue doing this grind and you want it to kind of recirculate itself and just open packs and sit down, which is very possible now with these exchanges out, you can sit down on this game for hours and just grind packs. You're going to do a bunch of these exchanges. You're going to do a bunch of 83 plus player picks. You're going to do some of the crafting and grinding upgrades and a lot of 84 plus team of the weeks. You got to put those 82 to 84 rated cards because you're going to have loads of them. You have to put them in here, guys, from your SBC storage. And what you're going to do is once you make a bunch of these Team Week packs, which I won't even make one right now because I have a bunch in my store, what you get from those, you're not going to save those. You're putting, if you get an 86 rated Team of the Week or an 87 rated Team of the Week, those are going into the exchanges. That keeps the grind alive. Like right now, let me see if I have even one of these 80. Do I have an 87 rated Inform in my club right now? I think I might have one. Boom, I do. I have an Alba Redondo. So what I'm going to do is actually put in that Inform along with the other gold 87s that I have, and boom, we're going to have an 87 exchange. It is worth it to put in Team of the Weeks because you're going to be building so many of these Team of the Week packs with all the 84s and the 83s and the 82s that you get. Don't be scared. It seems wrong, but do it. If you want to continue to open packs time in and time out and just over and over and over with these exchanges, you have to put in Informs. That is the key to making this last a long time. But the 83 plus player picks are going to get very crucial in this as well. You need to open a lot of 83 plus player picks with the extra gold, rares, and commons you have in your club because that's going to give you a chance at getting 85s, 6s, 7s, and 8s like that right there to put into these SBCs. So that's kind of how it works, right? You're going to be putting low rated golds into player picks, farming the 85, 86, 87s, and 88s, and boom, right there, that 85 gives me another 85 that I can probably now do an exchange with to get a 75 times 20 pack. So all of the exchanges are worth doing. I will say, if I'm crafting and like if I'm trying to save up fodder to do the 1 of 10 encore picks, which you can craft. I did this yesterday. I'm in the middle of working on one right now. What you want to do is save your 87s and 88s because you need them for the specific squads. So if I get 4 88s, I'm not going to put it into an exchange. I'm going to put it into this historical player pick because I need 5 of them. Same thing with 87s. And then when you pack fodder shapeshifters, do an 89 rated squad like I've been doing them. You do a fodder shapeshifter card and then a bunch of 85s. Like right now, I don't have any fodder shapeshifters because I've used them all, but use a bunch of 84s and you need like 4 or 5 of the shapeshifter 94 rated or just some extra TOTS cards from your club, and boom, you have an 89 rated squad. You can craft these historical player picks. It's a lot easier than you might think. Now, let's open one of these really quick. This is an 87 rated shape squad shifter. I keep calling them shapeshifters. An 87 rated exchange, which gives you the 82 times 20 pack. We're getting a guys, you're not getting shapeshifters every single one of these. I'm getting lucky here, I'll be honest. We're getting a Shalhanaglu, and then it's going to be either Milito, Company, or Okocha. Who is it going to be? I'm going to guess Company. I've packed them 3 times. Okay, Okocha. But that's how you make this grind continue to go. I got an 86 right there. That's going into one of the, 2 86s. Boom. Another exchange pack for me, 86 rated. 95 Okocha, that's going to go into the 89 rated squad of that historical encore icon hero player pick 1 of 10 situation. And you can see here I've got a bunch of Team of the Week packs to help me get higher rated informs to help with the grind as well. So it is very possible to make this grind last a long, long time. I will say the cards you're going to start running out of the most are going to be gold commons. If you're crafting into player picks, boom, 87 inform, love that. You're going to need gold commons. So if you don't want to waste time and go buy them off the market, you can buy a provisions pack for gold commons, or you can just make sure to do your daily silver and your super silver upgrades and then craft those into the grinding upgrade packs, which of course will give you some gold commons there as well, and your daily gold upgrades. Can't forget about those. Now the last issue with this is SBC bands. That you got to be a little bit careful with the SBC bands because you can only do a certain number of SBCs. I believe the roundabout number is 90 SBCs per hour and 300 SBCs per day. You can get around that though if you change your method of completion. So if you're on the web app, you can switch to the companion app, you can switch back to the console, and if you're rotating between those, if you're gonna go hardcore and grind it out, then you probably will not have to run into the SBC band situation. But I wanted to mention that as of course, this is gonna be very repeatable, and you're going to be able to do a lot of packs. So the potential for an SBC band is out there. The last thing is it even worth it to grind the packs right now? I've had so many people tweet me decent pulls from shapeshifters. I think it is. And these are only out for 3 days. That's a confusing thing to me. Is EA not confident in these? Are they going to change it after the next team comes out? Or are they just simply going to re-release them next week in the middle of the week and just give us a couple days each week of shapeshifters to do these exchanges? I don't know why they did that. That's one of the things that I don't get. I hope that these exchange packs are out for the rest of the year. EA, just do that, okay? Because just imagine these during footies. Oh my goodness, with these packs, the 89 rated squad shifter, when you have other cards in packs that are re-released as fodder cards that are from old promos that are higher rated, like the 88s, 89s, you're going to be packing them more often. That's going to be when these shine. And these are going to be better in the end game than the old exchanges we had last year, because you're going to get more fodder cards because they're guaranteed rating packs, and you're going to get the cards back that you need to put into them. So that's my hope, is that these all of a sudden just get released for like 100 days through the end of the game, and then we have ourselves an instant grind that we can go and do at any time for the rest of the summer, for the rest of shapeshifters, for the rest of footies. So I don't know why these are only out for 2 more days, but we're going to have to watch on to that. So I'm liking these. I really am. At first yesterday, I was shocked and I was not happy because I was thinking about the old exchanges that we used to have. And I was like, wow, this is a lot different. This is not as good. But after you do a bunch of them and you realize that there is a really good menu grind with this, you kind of like the bigger and the better packs. Honestly, it's a little annoying sometimes to try to get, the 489s. Like, that's hard. I haven't done too many of the 89 packs, but I've done a lot of the 87s. Look at that right there. 3 Team of the Week packs in a row to get an 82 times 20, which is the pack you get from the 87 exchange. Like, it's a good grind, man. It really is. It is kind of a grind that you can just sit down and run through packs for hours. And I don't know if I can say it's truly unlimited, because it does take some effort. It does take some getting gold commons and doing some of the more annoying SBCs. That's one of the detractors of it as well, is it just takes a good bit of time to rinse through everything. But every time you're opening a player pick, every time you're opening an exchange pack, it gives you a chance at a shapeshifter. It does. I mean, there's going to be some of you guys that get super crazy lucky and pack yourselves insane cards from this. And that's what you're putting the time in to grind these. You are giving yourself the best chance of getting rewarded. I'm going to go put 487 rated informs here. Don't cringe, because it looks like it's wrong, because all year long we're told to save our informs and only use them when they're required. Not anymore. It's summertime. Let them roll. Let's open one more of these 82 times 20. Probably not going to be a shapeshifter. Going to be more realistic. We do get a walkout though, so hopefully it's an 88 or above. Get an 87 and an 85. All right, so 87 and 85, a bunch of 83s and 84s, and those are going to go back into Team of the Weeks and give me another 82-20 to grind there. And we're going to be, of course, stacking up those 85 pluses to put into the exchanges. So hopefully that gives you, I know it's a very long explanation of exchanges. Hopefully that gives you everything you need to know about the exchanges. And honestly, guys, I'm just happy that they're here. Like, I know yesterday at content, I was disappointed for a little bit because I was like, oh man, putting in 4 players, it's so much. But after you get into the menus and just put a little bit of time in, you can really realize that it's pretty good. All right, it is pretty good. And I just hope that these are going to stay out through the summer, because the potential in the summer with the higher rated guarantee packs, an 89 rated exchange this year gives you an 84 times 10 with more rare golds and common golds inside of it, compared to only getting last year no guaranteed rating. Sure, you're only turning in 1. Honestly, that 89 pack versus last, I'd take this one. That's my personal opinion. I want to hear your comments down below though. This is growing on me. This is growing on me for sure with the menu grind and packing a lot of fodder cards. If you don't want to open packs for shapeshifters right now, I guess you could save, but you kind of have to be opening to keep the menu grind alive. So let's talk about some other things, because we just talked about shapeshifter squad shifters for a long time. Let's really quickly cover the market. I know the exchanges are the main thing, so it's fine that we talked about that a lot, and I know you guys are interested in that, but the market's actually moving a little bit negatively because of this. I think people are going out, selling some cards to go afford those 89 rated to get the best exchange packs going. So, Odegaard's back at 360. Olise is under 600,000 coins. He just kind of went back up to 610. These cards are probably going to go lower with rewards. But I will say this, if you need coins, because you're like, Nate, I can't be asked to grind the menus. I just want to go out and build the 89 rated exchanges. Just get to trading, because that's going to fund you being able to buy those cards at their cheaper prices on the market, even if you're going to go buy 86s just to do those exchanges. Guys, these cards are fluctuating like crazy on the market. Just go bid. Like we've been saying, nobody wants to bid. Nobody wants to snipe. Go bid and snipe. Look at Footbin graphs for fluctuations. Rafinha was 1.3 all day yesterday. He's 1.2 mil right now. If I get him under 1.2, I'm going to do that. Harry Kane is my guy. I bought him for 700, sold him for 800 yesterday. He's back down in the 700s. If I get him at 710, I'm going to buy him. Like, bids, okay? This Ousmane Dembele 1.28. That's a really good price for him. 1.14 for Kvaratskhelia. That's a really great price for him as well. Like, guys, get on bids, okay? The old cards, even from like earlier team of the seasons, these cards right here from Road to the Finals, the Portuguese Nations League winners, you don't want to hold on to them for too long, but you can do some incredible quick flips. Their prices are moving a lot, and you've got a lot of coin making opportunity there. Now, today on Wednesday, it's not going to be as hype of a day as yesterday, 100%, but we still do have one SBC leak, the Timo Werner, that looks kind of interesting. Not super great, but 99 pace is always at least a little bit interesting. So watch out for Werner's card today. Hopefully it's not tomorrow on Thursday. But for today on Wednesday, we're looking for that Timo Werner and maybe for an Evo leak as well. Not sure if there's going to be an Evo. Maybe back-to-back days, maybe not. But watch out for the leaks because they've been coming a little bit later than normal. And I was just looking through the pack code because I was wondering what other guaranteed type of pack SBC are they going to give us? Because Wednesdays have been a day where during team of the season, we had the guaranteed TOTS packs releasing each and every day. So what's it going to be this week? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I was looking through the pack code that was added. This pack was added into the SBCs yesterday. This 50 players pack is the 89 exchange pack. So I really have no idea if it's going to be a player pick today, if it's going to be nothing. That's one thing I'm a little bit curious about. Or will they start releasing tradable TOTS upgrade packs? If they do that, that would hurt the TOTS cards on the market. So I think if you have a team of the season investment and you haven't sold it yet, maybe start thinking about lazy listing out of it, because it honestly feels like they're going to be reacting just like the team of the weeks did. Team of the weeks jumped up, right? They were 11K. They went up to 25. Then they kind of stayed there, and then they dropped, and they've never been the same since. Team of the seasons could end up going that way too because they're just not getting required as much. It's crazy, but they're just not. So it's just another day of the exchange grind, in my personal opinion, and I'm not expecting a big day of content after how big yesterday was, but we will have to see. Again, watch the Evo leaks. Speaking of Evos, there are some Evos expiring today. This actually matters because some of the Playstyle Plus Evos from last season's pass are expiring. Like, I believe, even though here in my game right now it says that it expires in 1 day, I think the Technical Plus Evolution expires today. And I'm going to put this on a card because I don't want to let that one go to waste. That was in the Premium Pass, I think. So I don't want to waste that at all. But that's definitely something to watch out for today. Some of those cosmetics are expiring, as is the free Destroyer. It's called the Destroyer CDM Evo. That one's going to be expiring today as well. Last thing I want to look at, this is related to FC26. EA tweeted yesterday, who belongs amongst the all-time greats? Comment one new icon you'd add to your future dream squad. This is a loaded question. They're definitely going to start revealing icons and FC26 stuff soon. This just feels like they're starting to get the wheels turning and subliminally messaging us. Maybe that's too, I don't know, whatever. That's just too much of a way to say it, I guess. But that's kind of what they're doing here. Is what, they're getting us thinking towards the future with this icon tweet here. I responded with Ibra because, man, I miss Ibra. I miss Ibra in this game. There's only one Zlatan. If they would actually be able to get his rights, that would be insane. He would be the most exciting icon that I would be there for. A lot of people said Robin as well. That's a very good one. We don't have any leaks yet for the icons, I believe, but just be on the lookout for that because that could be soon. If they're tweeting stuff like that, there might be something coming. So again, let me know in the comments. Of course, the biggest thing right now is the exchange grind. Some people are not liking it at all, but I think if you're not liking it, just kind of take a step back and look at these and compare them to last year. They are different. They require more cards, but I have a bunch of packs in my store. I didn't even get to them and open them yesterday to like assist me with my grind. You're just able to sit on the menus and grind packs. I have all these other big packs here. I might save these for the next team of shapeshifters because I don't need them, because all the packs that we have right now with the exchange just allows me to continue to farm them and to get more cards. So that's just my thoughts there. I want to hear what you guys are feeling. Do you feel motivated to grind, or is it too much grind for you and you don't want to right now. I think it's motivating to me because we finally have menus that are working for us again. And I'm still kind of working towards level 35 in the season too. So kind of those things in two are getting me motivated to play this game at the moment. But for real, let me know in the comments how you're feeling about things. And I will catch you in a stream today where we're going to be ripping some packs, hopefully not getting SBC banned, maybe making some trades as well because I'm going to have to spend more coins on Evos. And I need to make coins for that. But just let me know in the comments how you're feeling. If you enjoyed today's video, drop a thumbs up on it. Comment below if you had any questions. And of course, subscribe if you're new to the TheFutAccountant. I will see you in a stream today on the YouTube and on the Twitch. Peace out.